we're going to talk about it at some point in time. But Phil wanted to get a Bluetooth speaker, and he ordered something. Y'all, that's what he got.
I didn't think it was going to be that big.
What?
I didn't think it was going to be that big.
Not only that, it's super racist. Y'all, I don't know if y'all are ready for this. Okay? Did you plug it in?
Yeah.
Turn it on. What y'all just listen?
Power.
Audio input. FM tuner. Bluetooth mode. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
You bought a racist Bluetooth speaker,
I did
y'all?
not. It just has an accent. Eat his ear, dog. Eat his ear.
Oh, she got funky dog breath.
Eat his ear.
Damn it. Anyways. Hey everyone, welcome to this new episode of So I Married Geek. We've had a fun week talking with all sorts of fun things with you guys. And today's a special episode.
They're always special.
Quit staring at yourself in the camera.
I'm looking at you.
So this is a show where we invite you into our life and our adventures we have. I am Gavin, the geek of the relationship, and this is...
I don't know who am I. This is Phil, also known as Girl Fight.
And this is Dog.
And this is Dope.
This is Dog. She's always in the episodes. Once we're on the road, she gets all up in her feelings. So anyways, we're doing... a couple weeks ago, I made Phil release his first song that he had rough drafted out. I said it's just time to do it. And everyone responded really well to it. And so tell him what you're working on, your EP.
I'm working on it. Well, I mean, it's like an EP, but it's probably more of a mixtape. So an EP is still like an official release where you've got a producer and you're in a real studio. A mixtape is more like bedroom producer style, which is what I'm doing. But I'm working on a collection of, 4 or 5 songs about just all the crazy stuff I've been through, not just in my life, but especially the last few years. My mom died 5 years ago. My sister died a year ago. Career and work transitions and all of that, just there's been a lot going on. And, meeting Mr. Wonderful here and us celebrating 7 years together, just it's been a lot. So I've been working on an EP about that stuff. And, I talk a lot about my anxiety and, I've got mental health issues sometimes. And I don't sleep sometimes and I'm up all night. This song, I got home at like midnight. I've been hanging out with family, and Gavin was ready to go to bed after like an episode of Rick and Morty we were watching. And I had started writing just the first verse of it, but I had an idea of which of my songs I wanted to put the words to. And then within about the 20 minutes of the episode, I had the words for the verse and the chorus, and I had started the second verse. So I decided I was just going to work on the song in the studio since I couldn't sleep. And I was in there, till 3 a.m. working on this demo. My allergies have been bad, so my throat was kind of scratchy.
Yeah, he did this while he was sick, yo.
So the vocals are rough. I'm going to have to fix them, but the song is really personal for me. It's called Pray for the Dead, but it's about learning to let go of your past trauma and not forget the people that you've lost. Let it go. Like, I'm not forgetting my mom. I'm not forgetting my sister or Gavin's mom or his aunt or my uncle or any of the people who've died in our lives. But it's about that balance where I'm not going to spend so much of my time lost in the memories of those people, because I have people with me here who are alive, who love me and care about me and support me. Like Mr. Wonderful over here and like Miss Pibbles here. And so that's what the song is about. The music is something that I wrote a long time ago, and I've had it, but I just never could think of the right set of words for it. I always knew I wanted it to be called Pray for the Dead, but I could never write the right words for it until the other night when it all came together really quickly like lightning in a bottle. And I really dig this song. I hope you guys dig this song.
So we're going to hear it, and we're going to talk a little bit about how the music's shaping up. You would play it whenever you're ready. Off his giant Bluetooth speaker.
to help remember all the times that I fall. But I can't keep on falling.
What?
When the ghosts come calling.
Yeah.
My dreams at night have turned into a jail. But then my ghosts show up there with all my bail. But I just keep on falling. When my ghosts come calling, how do they know where I should go? When
They have a map.
will I learn
We can't do that.
what bridge to burn? I'll never know if I stay chained to my past. Break my bonds and I'll be free at last. So I'll push ahead and pray for the dead. I've got deep for the love that I've lost. And when I look at them, I find myself lost. It feels like they remind me that everything is timing.
Well,
I
except for
carry them with me just under my skin, watching every journey that I begin. It feels like they're behind me, always there to guide me. How do they know
That should know my voice can go that way.
where I should go?
I'm used to going, ah!
When will I learn
I don't know why I
what
talk to you.
bridge to burn? I'll never know if I stay chained to my past. Break my bonds and I'll be free at last. So I'll push ahead and pray for the dead.
Did you shorten this?
I theoretically could. I don't know why you don't like this little breakdown.
It drags too much for me.
Well, maybe if I were performing this would be where people would be like, yo, and like the ghosts, they're haunting you. But I don't know yet. This is a demo.
I'd fall apart if I wasn't alone. But I got ghosts and the living at home. It's like two worlds colliding. When they start their
We
fighting,
fought.
sometimes I try to pull back on the veil, but it can feel like a double betrayal. It's like two worlds colliding, but I can't go on hiding. How do they know where I should go? When will I learn what bridge to burn? I'll never know if I stay chained to my past. Break my bonds and I'll be free at last. So I'll push ahead and pray for the dead.
See, I like that. Like it's not I think that 8-second.
It's not 8 seconds. It's like 16 seconds.
Yeah, to me it sounds like the song is over. That's why I think you should shorten it because you don't have any pauses like that anyplace else. But that's
No.
just me. Like I know you have a plan for something.
Something will go there. I'll just have to figure out what.
But see, make sure you comment listen what you thought. Like we really want to know. It is a work in progress, and like I tell him, if you want to sing, you need to sing every day, every single day. Find something that challenges you and just start singing it. Like I sing without even thinking about it. And
You sing like a fucking Disney princess already.
it didn't come overnight. It's because I fucking sing a lot, and I don't even mean to.
Your voice sounded like that the day I met you. So
Because I've sung weirdly my whole life. Like just I didn't care if I just sound good or bad. I didn't care.
I've sung my whole life too.
No,
But I've
no.
always sounded bad.
For 7 years we've met, you have only sung recently. And that's what like you say all my
I have
life.
old demos of me recording my vocals. I
From like
always
when you were in the
wanted
closet,
to sing
singing with your clothes.
because I always heard what a horrible singer I was. So I sung by myself. I would sing in the car. But what's changed is I'm not thinking of myself as a singer. I'm thinking of myself as a vocalist. My voice is an instrument on the track. I'm not so worried about sounding like a Disney princess like you do. I want my voice to become a part of the track. And that's something I'm learning how to do. And that takes practice. And I am practicing that. Oh, so you're going to sneeze at my song now, are you?
Yes, it's very sneeze-worthy, isn't it, Pups?
You sneeze in its general direction?
No, I think it's really good. It's a very heavy song, and I think the music fits it very well.
You know what it's about. You've lived through it with me, so
Yeah.
And it is a very personal song, you guys.
Everything on his EP is going to be very personal, so you're going to have to sing it. Like, you can't get other people to sing your EP.
No,
I know
going to do my own.
There's the Music Saturdays with Cynic and Yasmin that you guys are collaborating a bunch of stuff. But this is something very personal that you're going to have to do, so you're just going to have to every day just sing. And just train your voice because you could tell you had a sore throat.
Yeah. Boy, there were parts where my throat refused to cooperate.
Would you like some fries with that?
I can't help my allergies.
I like it a lot. I think things are going really well. And, now he's getting more support from the family. And, well, not really. That's completely false. Joe's always had your back.
Yeah, I've always had within my family 2 huge supporters,
and they're supporting him, and people out in the wilderness are supporting him,
which is really nice.
Out in the wild, and so he's starting to get a little ahead of himself. Like, what if I win an award? Who do I have to thank first? Like, one step.
I told him that was a joke, and I wanted to see his reaction, and his reaction was exactly what I expected because I was like, "What? I mean, what if I thank Vinny first? That's my nephew," and he was like, "What?"
What does he have to do with your music career?
That's my baby. That's what he has to do with my music career.
But it's like, it could come fast, it could come slow.
That's where he thinks I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, my anxiety about it is, what if people really do? Like, lots of people do end up liking my music. And what if this is what I do for a career, which is what I've always wanted.
But it's not going to be overnight.
But so few people who try actually get to do that. So there's this part of me that's like, you can't let yourself think it's real. It couldn't possibly happen because it's like 1 in a million people get that chance. So that's where my anxiety comes from. And that's where you're like, well, you're putting the cart before the horse. You have to put something out before you can even have any of that happen.
Which, that was the number one thing. For years, I told him, you just got to put something out.
And the closest I could come was all your theme songs.
Yeah, people loved them.
And that was always crazy.
So I forced him to do SoundCloud. We put a bunch of these instrumentals on SoundCloud. Once the EP's done, it's going to go up on SoundCloud. But it's fun. He has another song that's mostly done, which leaves 1 or 2 more for the EP. And then we're probably going to try to get some Music Saturdays in before Thanksgiving. And in December, because they need to each get an individual song out and a collab song out. And it's
because y'all, despite that episode where he was like, you have to constantly crank out, like, I have lots of music because I've been writing since I was 12. So
you have lots of music, but now it's time to
turn it into something.
That's stuff, like what's going to stay as instrumentals, what's going to be this, what's going to be that. Like, I've got a new theme for the website portal that's going to be up for people to be able to play his music during streams so they can find things easier. I just got to get all that put in place. So we got to categorize all that music by themes and types. You need to create loops. You need to create all sorts of stuff.
What about the one I talked to you about that might be a special thing for the holidays? Should I talk about that?
Yes.
So a couple of years ago, I wanted to surprise Santa Claus here because Christmas is his jam.
Not quite like Halloween,
but Christmas. If he goes 110% for Halloween, he goes 109.8% for Christmas.
Yeah.
I did my synth style, whatever you call my music, because it's kind of distinct in mine, version of, what is it, Chorus of the Bells?
Carol of the Bells is my favorite.
Carol of the Bells. I did that for him. And it's just kind of been sitting there because it was a Christmas present for him, but I didn't think anybody would care to hear it. But I think this holiday season, I might put that out there. Just as far as I know, it's open light. Like, it was written long enough ago.
Most of those carols, they're all open license.
That I don't have to worry about someone trying to sue me over it. But I think that'll be interesting to play for people too. I played it for one friend of mine when I wrote it for you, and he was like, I didn't like this song to begin with, but I really hate it now because he didn't want to hear it done, synth pop style. But I dig it. I thought it was fun to do.
And you want to make another one.
Yeah, that's going to be hard, though. It's hard to write or to do Christmas songs in my style. Not all of them lend themselves to my style. That one just kind of worked easily.
Yeah, so the music's coming along. He gets really, really, really excited and starts thinking more about the future. I'm like, one step at a time, slow back, let's reel it in a little bit because I don't want you to come up with ridiculous expectations because he's just now coming to grips with what if someone doesn't like it.
Well, my cousin was asking me that question, and he was bringing up the fair point. He was like, you're happy and excited because people are responding positively. What are you going to do when people start responding negatively? And so, in the great words of Candy, one of the greatest songwriters of our time.
Wish him well and move on.
No, in her words, it's let your haters be your motivators. Like, I'm not making music for the people who don't like it. I'm making it in the hopes that there are people who do like it. And what I really hope is, because my songs a lot of them are very personal. I'm telling you awful things I've been through or really difficult things I've been through. And the hope is that somebody out there hears it and maybe learns something from it or connects to it or it makes their day better when they hear it. I really hope for that. But for the longest time, I've only been making music for myself. But because of my stories being so personal, there's this part of me that hopes somebody out there hears and connects with it and they understand what I'm talking about. Not everybody will. Some people are going to hear it and think I'm just talking gibberish. But I know I'm hoping there will be people who hear it and like, I've been through that. I know what he's talking about.
And I will have them streaming to Twitch live music Saturdays. When they're working in there, so you guys can watch the process.
Really weird for me.
It'll be weird.
I'm a caveman.
But I think
ring like bad.
I think people watching the process unfold will help people who need to know where to start. Because one of the things I've learned is people have these ideas and dreams, and sometimes it seems very overwhelming. And
learning to write music was a hell of a process.
The collaborative effort is fun to watch. The development
That's
of
another
things
hard
is super
thing
fun to watch.
Do, yeah.
But to show people you can do it. I used to show people all the time with our collective. This is how you make your own show. This is what you need to do. And so it'll be fun to have people watch and listen and learn the process and then hear the final product. Like it's going to be lots of fun. Not as much fun as your racist Bluetooth speaker.
It is not. It's the person has a very heavy accent. I didn't know when I ordered it, but boy, when it came out, all of us when we turned it on at Halloween and it connected, it was like head snapping. Everyone was like, "What was that?" Because we all heard her say it for the first time.
It's politically incorrect.
Yeah.
So the speaker, y'all, you can see it right there. It's right. Yeah, that's just the top of it, and it lights up.
It's what you see is floor length.
Phil goes, "Hey, I ordered this speaker because he has these pillbox speakers. He just wants something a little bit bigger." I was like, "Okay, that's fine," because he has Bluetooth speakers all over. Hold on. So one day we come home, and there's this giant package taking up our entire porch.
And I was confused as hell, wondering what the hell it was.
We didn't know what it was. Like, did I order just know? We opened up. It's this giant fucking light-up karaoke Bluetooth speaker.
But you know what? It makes it so when I play my video games, I can hear my music loud and clear.
But the funniest thing was, he didn't know what he bought.
I didn't remember. And I didn't know it was going to be this big.
How did you not know?
I thought I was buying, like, the one I have right now, like, I can hold in one hand. It's like this big. I was thinking this one was going to be a little bit bigger, almost like a little mini boombox. I didn't know it was a floor-length speaker like that. Or not
with wheels.
Yeah, with wheels.
It's very awesome. And he was like, well, should I keep it or turn? I said, no, you're going to keep this bitch. It's awesome. It's got light-up functions, all sorts of things. Although it doesn't quite know how to light sync baby metal.
Well, because baby metal it's too percussive for it to keep up with it.
Yeah, it has light syncing with the music.
It's based on the percussive, like the beats that it's hearing. And when baby metal plays, they're playing lightning percussive speed music. So it's just like, I don't know what to do, and it gets overwhelmed.
Yeah. So it's been lots of fun.
On Halloween, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So that's been this episode. We want to know what you think of Phil's song. Comment away. Let us know your thoughts. As we've just had a good time. Don't forget, Thanksgiving's coming up, so we're probably not going to do some shows around Thanksgiving. We're going to take some time off. And then
although Christmas. He does want to show, like, stream me baking, showing off how I make pies.
Us in the kitchen is hilarious. The two of
I
us
make
together in the
mean-ass
kitchen.
pies.
I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving yet, so I can't really guarantee that.
I'm gonna make him crack eggs for y'all.
It's not even funny.
I'm gonna make you. Yep. If I'm gonna be on camera making pies, you're gonna crack eggs for me.
Anyway, so make sure you like and subscribe, share, comment, all this sort of fun things. Send us your questions. Next week we want to do an Ask Us Anything episode, so we've got some questions to answer, and those are always fun. Don't matter what it is, we'll answer it. Send us our way because I don't think anything off the table. Feels very guarded about some things just because of his job right now.
Well, and also because I'm a guarded person.
But we got to. It will come out. Trust me. There are so many more things that we need to talk about. I like your disbelief look.
Because I keep saying don't talk about that, and you keep talking about it.
We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. So that's been it for this episode. Tune in tomorrow as we're going to talk about some of the movies we've seen recently. Dune. We're going to talk about Dune in particularly because we have two very different viewpoints on this movie, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. So keep your goddamn mouth